Today I'm here to give you a full breakdown of the Muddy Dash activity that happened over the weekend and how I participated on this event from day one to the final day. Well, this event lasted just a day, a Saturday, but then we had to go to the event venue to pick up our badges and also some other stuff to be used for the race. So, what is Muddy Dash? For those of you that don't know, Muddy Dash is an activity that has been organized across different states and different cities for people to come together, family, friends, strangers, runners, beginners, to have fun, to do some activities in the mud, and just run across different trails. So I'm going to be analyzing and just giving you a full breakdown of the entire event, how I cover it up, and how it unfolded till I got a medal. And also I got a stay shirt from Muddy Dash. So firstly, as you can see, we went there the Friday around 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. just to pick up like the runner's badge, and it was a long line. I didn't expect to have this type of crowded environment just to go get like the names. It was really crowded, but yeah, we had to stand on the long line, just going in and coming out. So yeah, we did that, and this is us. The event started. This is the first batch where we left from the starting point, and we are running in a trail. And in this trail, you have like a lot of different activities that usually takes place. So something you haven't done, you're not sure what activity you're gonna meet first, but you just had to keep like an open mind. So I kept an open mind. When we ran first, we went to the first activity. Well, we met the first activity, or should I say the second activity, because the running is primarily the first activity. So it was a little bit crowded, so we had to slow down for the people who made it first on that activity to first of all do it, and then you know coming progressively while doing the activity. So I am trying to like see what it is. It looks like a tunnel where you have to slide through. So I couldn't see it from afar, but as I got closer, I saw it. Yes, indeed, it was a tunnel. And that tunnel, you had to slide through the tunnel from this hilly side going down into the slope. And what was so shocking about this is because when I slid into this tunnel, immediately I got into a mud pit. You know, that is the fun of the activity, getting there into the mud pit. Then I had to turn around, take a look at, how others are doing it, just to, you know, just to have that view. And I kept on running and, feeling excited. The challenge has begun. Now I kept on running on that trail. You've seen some individuals, friends, and family also doing the same activity, and they just running, and it was beautiful. The weather, sunny weather that day. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning. The race started. Yes, so yeah, we had little pits of mud on the trail where we had to run. So I just kept on, running, going forward, and just seeing other people doing this event was beautiful, was lovely. I've been training for this event for like a week before the actual event date, and yeah, so people dressed up, had some other people, saw some other people had putting their cameras on, also recording, saw kids probably from like 6 years old to maybe 40 or 50, or even yeah, 60. I saw some 60 years old folks also taking part in this event. So, well, you never know how these trails were made. So you just had to follow like the signs. In the event, you really are not sure what you make next, but we met a blockade where you have to climb over that blockade to go to the next side. And once you climb on that blockade, the next side is a little pit, mud pit. So you're stepping into that mud pit, and you have to be very careful just to make sure you don't hurt yourself. And I saw some people, like you see, they fell into that mud pit. I don't know how he did it, but he fell into the mud pit. But yeah, it was fun to laugh, but not right then. It's fun to laugh now, but not during the race. You don't want to make fun of people who were just trying to do their best. Yet another blockade. And one thing about this blockade is you're not the first person to like eventually use the blockade, so it had to be muddy, it had to be slippery, you had to be very cautious about how you step on it so you don't slip and maybe hurt yourself. And throughout this, look, there's a dude who fell again in another pit. It was just full of different mud pits, and we just had to like, you know, move across them carefully, carefully. Yeah. Okay, so we was done with that activity, and we just had to keep on running. Like you see, other people's running on the trail. I mean, the trail was properly marked up with lines and signs showing arrow directions, and yeah, so it was easy for someone who maybe didn't know how to go about it to go about it. So yeah, and there we go. Okay, now we go to another activity. It had a little hill, so you couldn't see what was inside or in front of you. So when I stepped on the top, I discovered it was another mud pit. So you had to go into that mud pit. Yeah, you just had to go into it, but carefully and safely. And there's a whole part of the activity playing in the mud. That's why we have it muddy dash, baby. So yes, we just had to do it like you see. Um, Different folks doing the thing, and I was just there recording while also taking full part in this event. So now we got to this part, and it was just I didn't know what was next because I couldn't see from where I was, and all I could see was just a lot of us just standing and waiting. So it looks like whatever was in front, we had to take our time, and because we were so many, we couldn't probably use it or do the activity at the same time. So others had to do it first while others are waiting. So we were just waiting at this point, and fast forward. Okay. So now we got close to it, and I got closer to it. So I now knew what it was. It was a U-shaped mud pit. A U-shaped mud pit filled up with mud and water. So yeah, I didn't know about the depth because I haven't been inside. But consciously, I was like, how deep was it? So I saw other people, it ended them at their waist level, and I was just trying to see where it's going to end on me. So when I got inside, it was about around my thighs. So yeah, and you had to, you know, either swim in it if you wanted to, or walk in it if you wanted to, because I saw people doing some stuff I wouldn't do, but I just had to walk in it because I had my camera and I didn't want it to get wet. Crossing on the other side, you know, it was just so fun. Looking at other people doing the same activity, and you were just crowded in that mud pit at that time. Just enjoying nature, just seeing what nature is all about. And so that was eventually it for that. So yeah, we were still inside. It was really choked up and really crowded, so you really couldn't move fast. So you just had to take your time, making sure you were safe and everyone around you was safe as well. Mm, yeah. So I was just there doing my thing, just waiting, and eventually I made it closer to getting out of the pit. And here is the thing, because this was a docked up pit, for you to get out of it, you had to climb up. But the thing is, climbing up, they had no measures or no preventive measures they used that could enable you to climb up. So it was really slippery. You had to just think out of the box to climb up without you falling back into the pit. So that is why you saw the camera, shaking a little bit, because I was trying to do that. And yeah, once I did that, that was beautiful. Finally, that we was out of that pad, and we kept on running, going to the next activity. Just keeping an open mind, because you never know what other activity was in front of you. See, it was a line where you had to swing over a mud pit. And the fun about this activity is, if you do it properly, you're not going to end up in that mud pit. But if you don't, you're going to end up in that mud pit. So I just had to record some people go first, then try to grab the line so I could also go. And once I figured out what I had to do, I know I had to like grab on that line real tight and real up, real high, and try to swing over so I don't end up in the mud pit. But yeah, so once it was my turn, I grabbed it. That's why you saw my camera keeping, tripping, because I was trying to do this. So I grabbed it and swung over it. I wish I had someone who could like hold my camera for me and saw me, do the swing. So you saw how well I did it. So fast forward, kept on running. You can see my little shadow over there just running, um, hoping to get to the next activity. And the next activity was really that close. It was just like a 20 seconds run, and then we got into another mud pit. This time it was very wide and also very long. So I usually don't just jump into a mud pit because I didn't create it. I don't know how safe it is underneath. So I make sure I step in first, and safety first. But yeah, getting in, this wasn't that too deep. It was just about like mid-level type of thing. So yeah, that was me having fun walking in very good at just walking in it, walking, and yeah, made it to the top and just had to, do a little survey and see what others were doing. And just like 3 seconds in front of 5 seconds, it was another mud pit, almost the same size like that one. And there was this dude, big guy. I don't know what happened, but he tripped and fell. Ooh! And everyone had to back because when he fell, he splashed that water or that mud everywhere. And everyone just wanted to be conscious about that fact. And that's how beautiful it was. And we just had to keep on doing what we were doing, just walking in that mud pit, very beautiful. And yeah, so yeah, had to do a little survey, see what others were doing, and then kept on running, going to, hoping to get to the next activity in one body, in one soul. So yeah, that was me, just running in this beautiful sound, enjoying nature, green grass, clear skies, early morning, very beautiful. You see other folks doing the same activity as you, maybe doing it in a different way, but it was just similar. Okay, yeah. So now I met this dude. He kind of saw me recording and he asked if I was, and I said yes. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna help you to this one. Then he did, and that was him doing his thing. Voila. So this is the next activity. There was another mud pit now in the woods. You just see it was muddy. And I think this dude was just so excited about it because I don't know why he chose to run on it. But it was, well, he was just having fun. And like I said, I kept on doing me. Just running, running, and trying to get to the next activity. What was the next activity? I don't know because I haven't gotten there yet. But yeah, and also we had like I think water tanks by the road, just so if in case someone get thirsty, they could like have a sip of that water. So the next activity, they just had some tires on the road where you had to like run in between, how the military be doing it. But yeah, so we did that pack, very simple, very easy. But you have to be careful because if you miss the step, you might end up falling into it. So that happened as well, and we kept on going, 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 just going.
Okay, so beautiful so far. Loving it.
and we got to this other side. It was just walking. Then you had maybe the lake by the left and this long trail. So I'm just gonna, not waste much of your time. Just forward. Okay, so here we go. Upon getting to this side, we had a bunch of big tires that were placed on the road. You had to like jump on top of them, and you had to do it very well so you don't, you know, ending up injuring yourself. That was done successfully. Kept on running, passing other people on the road. They were tired. That's why you see them walking. I mean, it wasn't that much of like a competition, but it was much of like you just having fun. So just do it however you deem necessary and also safely. And pass some other folks on the road. There was just, you know, and once I see people running in front of me, it kind of like trigger me to like, you know what, you can't do this. I could do this 10 times better than you. So I just had to run in between these folks, run in between these people, and just kept on going. Like I don't want to see people in front of me running. It's just like you challenging me. Just trying to, get to the next side of this event. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we had some rocks on the road as well. Yeah. So I know sometimes my hands might be a little shaky because that's most especially when I'm running and trying to record at the same time. So I do apologize for that. But it was beautiful. Yeah. So people had to give me way because the sun was running and it was blocking my path. So they had to move to the other side. So I just kept on doing it, just running, getting across these people. Just it was beautiful. You always had to meet people on the road because I wasn't the first group. I think I was the second or third group to start that day. But yeah,
Excuse me.
so this is just us in the trails, just running. I don't know what to expect. These dudes, they were covered up in mud, took off their shirt. So it is what it is. But it was fun. It was fun. It was fun. And this is us just going, 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 going. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it was. I think the running pack was really that long. So I think this is another one. Oh my god. When I first saw it from a distance, I
Okay.
thought it would be really slippery where I couldn't climb up and make it to the other side. But as I got closer to it, I got more confident. And once I grabbed on those stalls just to climb, I found it pretty much easy, but you just had to do it safe. So permit me, because I never had anyone to record. So on the other side, it was a net. You had to walk that net down. Do it safely so you don't end up having your legs going through the net and you getting stuck in it, and you're probably gonna need help to get out of it. So I did it safely, gradually, and oops, I just had to jump to show me a little stuff. Had to dust my hands, grab my camera bag, continue running. And I think this was one of the last events. And over here, we just had to run right down to the finish line. Open field by the right, we had the lake, and by the left, it was just an open green grass field. And like you see, so this was much about it. Getting to the finish line, that was the target, that was the goal. So I just kept on running, 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 hoping I get to that finish line. Oh, fast forward. See, that was me almost there, crossing that finish line. Yay! I did it, did it. So I had to go grab me my medal. And there we went. I grabbed my medal, had it with me, had to put it on. And it was beautiful. That was just about it, but it was so fun. You know, sometimes you had to see other people doing the same thing,
Okay, yo.
people
Look who just
following,
crossed the finish line.
just you know, that's me with the medal.
We
Look
made
who
it,
just
baby.
crossed the finish line. I did it. And over here too, just reviewing the items I got from the race. So overall, it was a beautiful experience. I 100% recommend this activity to everyone, and to all of you that took time to watch this video and stay to the end. I just want to say thank you all, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with friends and family. From my end to your end, it's peace.